Hey, it's Rosie, and in this video, we're making honey sweet potato rolls. These rolls are sure to put any other rolls to shame. Now, in my previous video, I made cranberry apple bread stuffing. If you missed out on that video, there will be a link at the end of this video so you can catch up. So let's start off with the sweet potatoes. I chose to use canned sweet potatoes, but you can prepare your own sweet potatoes. And I'm going to just mix everything up until it's nice and creamy. And if you're using canned sweet potatoes like I am, you may want to add a little bit of water so it could be nice, smooth, and creamy just like this. So let's set these sweet potatoes aside, and now it's time to work on our yeast. So I have some warm water. I'm going to start sprinkling in my active dry yeast, and I'm going to stir it around, and then we'll let it sit until it's nice and foamy. So here in this bowl, I have some all-purpose flour. Along with the all-purpose flour, I'm going to add in some bread flour. Next, let's sprinkle in some regular old table salt. And followed by the table salt, we need to start adding some granulated sugar. So that's our last ingredient for the dry ingredients. We're going to just sift or stir everything around until well combined. And in a separate bowl, we're going to add our yeast. So as you can see, it's nice and foamy, ready to go. And now we're going to add our sweet potatoes to that mix. Along with those two ingredients, you'll need 2 eggs. And now we're going to grab our handheld mixer, and we're going to mix everything until everything in that bowl is well combined. Next, we're going to gradually start adding in the dry ingredients, so just a little bit at a time, and I will be using my dough hooks to combine everything. If you don't have dough hooks, you can use a fork or whatever else works for you. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that, and just continue mixing everything until everything is well combined. Now we are going to knead our dough on a floured surface, and I did knead this for about 15 minutes completely by hand. I didn't use anything else. So here is a bowl that I'm going to oil up, and we're going to place our dough in this bowl. We're going to cover it, and we're going to let the dough rest for about 1.5 hours. After that resting time, we're going to need to do some more kneading, and I spent about 10 minutes kneading. As you can see, this dough is really sticky, so I added more flour. Don't get crazy with the flour like I did. I was really lucky that I didn't mess up my dough, but again, it's really sticky, so you will need some flour on hand. You're going to flatten out this dough using your hands or whatever works for you, and then you're going to take a pizza cutter, you're going to cut the dough, and now we are ready to roll the rolls, if that makes sense. So we're going to start on the outer parts and just roll inwards, just like that. I'll show you again. It's pretty much like a crescent roll, so just roll until all your rolls are ready, and then we're going to place it into a baked dish that is well greased. So we're going to let this rest for about 30 minutes, and then we will move to our next step. Next, you're going to place some butter in a bowl, and now you're going to drizzle in some honey. Place the bowl in the microwave, zap it for a couple of seconds, melt everything down, and you're going to mix everything until it's well combined. So here are our rolls. They have rised quite a bit. Now we're just going to brush that butter and honey mixture all over our rolls, and now it is time to bake these babies. So let's place them in the oven on 325 Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you do want to use low heat for these rolls. So this is what the rolls look like straight out of the oven. We want to dress them up a little bit. We want them nice and shiny, so we're going to brush some more butter and honey mixture all over those rolls, and you know what? That is pretty much it. All that there is left to do is enjoy these rolls. They're so light, moist, fluffy. These are like the best rolls ever, hands down. Definitely give this recipe a try. Jam it up with a little bit of butter, drizzle on some more honey just like I'm doing, and you, my friend, are in business. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And coming up next, I will be sharing my recipe for my cranberry crumble pie. It only takes 5 ingredients, so definitely stay tuned.